All right, man, peace. So, NBA television analyst Steven Jackson, he recently joined the Skip and Shannon show to comment on some reports that Kyrie Irving allegedly gave the silent treatment to many of his Cleveland Cavalier teammates during or a little bit after the first round of the NBA playoffs of the 2016 playoffs. So let's see what they have to say. Of course, I'm going to chime in.
So let's talk a little bit about the latest with Kyrie Irving. ESPN's David McMenamin reports that former Cav James Jones said Kyrie went consecutive days without speaking to a teammate at.
Now let's understand something first off. James Jones he's like the NBA version of a CIA agent. His job is to gather intelligence. That's why LeBron brings him around like luggage wherever he goes. LeBron is the one who got him that job, obviously, with the Phoenix Suns. Okay? This is why I stated a long time ago, Kyrie Irving, this is just from an outside perspective, obviously. He clearly to me was his own man. He clearly to me was somebody who was a bit divergent from the rest of the team. Because let's be honest, most of these athletes, they have a jock culture. Jock culture is basically meatheads. Guys who just follow each other around and beat their own chests and follow a so-called alpha male. Kyrie is more like a lone wolf. You know, he's intelligent enough and wily enough and, prudent enough to do what he needs to do to act like he's part of the team collective, but he's a young alpha of his own. And he feels like he wants to strike out and start his own wolf pack.
At practice during part of the playoffs. The report says this happened after the Cavs won their first round series against the Pacers and before their second round series against the Raptors, which were 7 days apart.
You know, James Jones is one of those guys that, anybody who's ever worked in corporate America, there's that person in your department or your office or whatever who, you have to watch what you say around them because for some reason they feel like they have some form of investment in the corporation or in the workplace, in the office, and they just feel like they should run back and report everything. That's James Jones. And I stated this before, you have to be very careful with LeBron because LeBron has a lot of power in the NBA, and his power is only going to grow. But Kyrie does not care. Why is that? Because he's a very intelligent young man. He has his own thoughts. And like I said, he's an alpha. People with a ruling class mentality don't worry about possible repercussions from other alphas. Their attitude is, I'm just going to fight through it. But James Jones is not an alpha. James Jones is a guy at the back of the wolf pack, and he's going to report back to the head alpha male. So it doesn't surprise me at all that James Jones is leaking this type of information. To me, information that shouldn't be leaked. People go through this all the time, in playoff runs and championship teams. It's not something that really needs to be leaked, but he has to protect his boy, LeBron.
Steven, what's your take on this?
Well, two things. I play with Tim Duncan. Everybody knows Tim Duncan's not a vocal guy. There's been times, regular season, practice days, playoffs, Tim will come in and throw one of them sides and don't say nothing. Come to practice, be the best player in practice, come work out, and just leave and won't say nothing. Right.
Of course, he's probably heading home to go be with his side dude, allegedly.
Right. In 6 months, you're not gonna be that guy. Hey, Shannon, every day. How you doing? Skip every day.
Like I am.
You're not gonna be that guy, especially in a competitive sport like basketball. You're not gonna be that guy. You see these guys every day, so you don't have to give them that. I haven't seen you in month high every day. Second, why say that now, James?
Exactly. Why are you saying that now? Unless you're trying to put out some counter propaganda for your, for your dad, LeBron. Look, man, just let Kyrie go. Let him be who he wants to be. Let him go where he wants to go. LeBron has already won the amount of titles that he's going to win. LeBron's not going to win any more titles. Leave it alone. All right? He's at 3. I shouldn't say that. Unless he goes and he joins up with the Spurs or some other team of that nature, then he'll have a chance. But as of right now, he's stuck at 3, and I don't see him winning anymore. So, it's pretty much over. Like I said, right now, LeBron he's at the same plateau as a Larry Bird. No, he's not on Magic Johnson's level. No, he's not on Kareem or Bill Russell's level, and he damn sure is not on Jordan's level. No, as far as accomplishments, he's just not. I put him in that. I would put him in that Larry Bird, that area, the Larry Bird, Shaq, maybe Hakeem Olajuwon, and Tim Duncan, that level, where you have to figure out who's the best out of that level. As far as impact, I would put LeBron as the best of all those guys, along with Bird. But as far as accomplishments, that's the level that he's on.
You done moved on working for the Suns.
Mm-hmm. Right.
LeBron is, you're not even playing with LeBron anymore. You're not riding his coattail anymore like you did the last 7 years.
Yeah.
No, he's still riding his coattails. All right? He's still riding his coattails. LeBron has his tentacles in a lot of different business ventures, not just in the NBA. And James Jones is looking at the possibility of not just being an executive for an NBA team. What if this doesn't work out with the Suns? He may need to latch on to LeBron further on down the line. He's thinking about his future.
Why even bring that up now is where I'm at. Like, worry about the Suns,
Right.
and getting them into a winning situation and on Devin Booker and the new coach and all that, and not worry about what Kyrie and LeBron what they got going on. I think people making it worse now by feeding into it and dropping little stuff like he didn't speak to people now. It's too late for that. Just let it die down, because I don't think they're gonna trade him.
Exactly. I mean, that's like, a relationship that you and it didn't work out, and you still bringing up an argument that you had a year ago. This shit is over. Move on.
Go ahead, Skip.
Oh, you can go. Try to defend your guy.
I don't want to talk about my man right now. Every day we got this damn topic talking about my man. Fuck Kyrie.
You're afraid to try to step into this.
No,
Right?
but here's the thing for me, and I get that. But I think if you're going to be as a leader, it's hard for you to be, because that don't strike. See, that's Tim's personality.
Right.
You knew what to expect. All of a sudden, that's not Kyrie's personality, and now you're starting to wonder what's going on. And I've always felt he just didn't walk in the middle of July and go in the Dan Gilbert's office and said, "I want out."
Right.
Something has been building to this. Something brought this to a head.
Well, according to Chris Broussard, what it was is that Kyrie, as was reported by Rob Parker, and Shannon already knows this, so I don't know why he's trying to feign some type of ignorance on the subject. Kyrie became very well aware that there was a three-way trade involving him going to Phoenix, Eric Bledsoe going back to the Cavs, and a draft pick going to the Pacers, and Paul George going to the Cavs. And allegedly, this is according to Chris Broussard, Dan Gilbert brought the deal to LeBron and said, we're going to pull the trigger on this deal, but you have to agree to a long-term deal with us. And LeBron said no. So LeBron did not protest to the trade because he wanted to keep Kyrie. He protested because he didn't want to be shackled, and pun intended, he did not want to be shackled into a long-term deal, even though that would have made the team better overall, without a doubt. No disrespect to Kyrie. Kyrie found out about it, and he basically said, hell no. No, I feel like I've been betrayed. LeBron is such a big Godfather fan. It reminds me of that line in The Godfather where the Don is talking to Michael, and this is after he's healed out of the hospital. And he tells Michael, he says, look, man, whoever comes to you to have the meeting with Bazzini, that's the traitor. And it ends up being Tessio who comes to Michael about meeting with the other crime family. So that's the snake. And that's the same attitude and the same mentality that Kyrie had. He said, the only reason why I haven't been traded was not because you didn't want me traded. It was because you did not want to be shackled into a long-term deal. So you was never my brother to begin with. So that's a lot of the those are some of the dynamics that go into why teams fall apart. Guys front like they brothers and this and that, and you ready to trade me for, of course, the team's going to be better, but Kyrie looks at himself as the best player in the NBA. He just does, even if he doesn't. So, of course, he feels hurt by it, and plus he knows LeBron is leaving anyway, so why not me get a jump start on this?
There were some symptoms before we got the diagnosis. And so here it is, Skip. We're here now.
I agree.
Unfollowing on Instagram and Twitter, I ain't got no problem with that. That's childish.
I don't care about that shit. I told Bron, as soon as that nigga said, look, block him. Block him off the gram, off Facebook, off of Snapchat, all that. I don't want to see that nigga again. Okay? We got to start fresh, start anew.
Childish. It is. It's petty. Now, I know somebody up at this desk that's real petty.
Real petty. Miss Petty. With your long ass weave in your hair.
Queen petty. She petty to the umpteenth degree. But you...
Every morning, I tell her, look, how come you don't give me that fellatio like you did when the show first started? And she got all kind of excuses. I said, look, cut out the petty shit and handle your business. Okay? Why have you cut off the damn show? We bring back Jenny Taft. No? LeBron is away at training camp. I need to be sexually gratified.
You can say, you know what? I don't want, I think I'm ready to lead my own team, Dan, and I would appreciate it if you can find something suitable. It moved me. Here are the 4 teams I like. But when you say, I don't like to play with LeBron, that's coming out, Steven. Yeah. You know that's going to come out.
Hell yeah, it's going to come out. It's like when you have some bad food, that shit coming right out, When I was a kid, my sister used to make some raccoon. She ain't cook the shit right. I throw that shit up right at the table. Yeah. But yeah, man, look. At the end of the day, people are trying to act like it's so confusing as to why Kyrie wants to leave. Whenever people want to leave any dynamic, whether it's you, someone else, whether it's in the workplace or your personal life, family member, it's normally because things have run its course. And things have run its course in Cleveland, and I admire Kyrie for acknowledging that and understanding that. It's time to go. Why is he going to sit there and try to front like he's Mr. Loyal when he doesn't owe anything to the city of Cleveland? He doesn't owe anything to LeBron. When LeBron is ready to leave, LeBron is just going to leave. He's not going to act like he owes Kyrie anything. That's been LeBron's MO. And that's why so many of his teammates, his former teammates, get real salty with him, because he tries to create this atmosphere of family and unity, and he just breaks out. And I have no problem with that. Put your business first, but stop trying to front like, you're Mr. Family oriented as far as the team is concerned. It's a business. It's not a family.
Because then everybody goes like, hold on. Everybody says how great it is to play with other great players because they make it so easy for you. Here's LeBron. He's always in the fourth quarter. He's really deferring to you to let you take the game over.
No, he's not deferring to him. He understands that's Kyrie's skill. LeBron has never been a great fourth quarter shooter. When the fourth quarter comes, LeBron is 33 years old. Even though he's on those, those high-level PEDs, allegedly, he still doesn't have the burst that he needs to go to the basket and have the confidence to shoot and make free throws. So that's where Kyrie comes in. All right? They work together. So let's not try to act like he defers. Defers means that you could do it, but you just want him to do it. No, defers mean no. What actually is occurring is that LeBron knows, okay, this guy has a strength. He has an asset. He has an attribute that I don't have. So let me utilize him, and I give credit to LeBron for that.
You go into 3 straight finals. You win one of them. Why do you want to leave now?
Why you want to leave me, baby? I mean, shit. Kyrie, came up here, nigga, you couldn't win a goddamn thing. If the game was rigged, you still lost the goddamn game. I mean, LeBron taught you how to win, taught you how to grow your beard, taught you how to, get the right tattoos on your body. All these things that we taught you, I know for a fact because I was there. And, Skip, it kills me every day I wake up. I look in the mirror and I see LeBron laying in bed and I say, why my baby? Why? It didn't happen to MJ. It didn't happen to Magic. Bird. My baby. Why? It's like he's cursed and blessed at the same damn time. I don't know. It's just things I think about as we snuggle. But anyway, back to you.
So maybe it is, you got 2 alphas. Everybody thinks they're the man. LeBron knows he's the man. He casts a big shadow. He's an eclipse. So he casts a shadow over everybody.
Everybody, everyone, ever in history. Not just sport, history. Please understand that. When I come home every day, it's like, I'll be like, damn, baby, why did you pay the light bill? And I just realized it's just LeBron standing there. He dims all the damn lights.
Even the one that won the MVP in the finals cast a shadow over him, too. But with that being said, Skip, it shows a sign of immaturity. Because my thing is, if that's not your personality, if something's rubbing you the wrong way, just fake it. But don't show up all of a sudden because people are like, well, what's going on with Cal today? What's happening?
Sometimes with extremely intelligent or gifted people, they are eccentric. All right, these are things that you do have to deal with. You know, sometimes hyperintelligence, it can be a curse. It can alienate you from people. You know, those type of things, you see that throughout history. People who are gifted, they oftentimes are loners. All right, in whatever historical aspect. Even when you read the scriptures, the prophets were often loners. Why? Because they were dealing on a higher wavelength than the average person was. They would go off in the caves. They would go off into the desert to be alone, to be, you know, alone with their thoughts. Even in professional sport, you know, even guys that people believe were gregarious, you know, or who were, you know, men of the people. Oftentimes in real life, you come to find out they were often loners. Guys like Muhammad Ali, he built a fight camp in Deer Lake, Pennsylvania, so he could be by himself. All right. Oftentimes, you know, those type of gifts, they alienate you. So Kyrie, it doesn't surprise me that he goes through these little spells where he doesn't particularly want to talk to teammates. Like I said, he's a very intelligent young man. Most of those guys are probably meatheads, and he most likely does not relate to them on a conversational level about a lot of things. He has to fake it. Sometimes he may get a little exasperated with that. And a lot of the juvenile antics of Shannon's husband, LeBron James.
Like you, I mean, you show up every day, you the same.
Whatever it is, it can't.
Yeah, every day. I come in, I get here, 4:30 in the morning. This motherfucker on a damn treadmill. Every day. I said, you better run. Because that's what I'm going to have you doing during the show. Running from this power. You know, this blackness, this chocolate. You know, every day dominating you.
It can't be that serious where you want to leave that situation in Cleveland. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, as bad as it was, look, we ain't have no money growing up. But it wasn't that bad. I wanted to leave. Because I didn't know what was out there. Something might be worse.
Of course, because you didn't have the option to leave, Shannon. Kyrie has options. All right? You know, people always like to mimic the Chris Rock joke. A man is only as faithful or as loyal as his options. That's everybody. Men, women, any situation. All right? You could love your job. All right? Another corporation offer you a more lucrative job with more perks. You're going to leave. And that's the situation that Kyrie feels like he's in right now. He also feels like he's in a situation where he can't trust his teammates, where he can't trust LeBron. So he already knows he's not going to be able to give his all, his 100 to, to the success of the team. So I give him credit for saying, look, I want out. I'm done. And I mean, Steven Jackson is a come on. You're talking about you don't understand. You're not supposed to understand. You was a bench player. Kyrie is a star.
The devil you know is always better than the one you don't.
Hell yeah. Let me let you know. The devil you know is always better than the one you don't. Because you cross me on my man, let me tell you something. Beelzebub got nothing on me. Nothing. I mean, shit, I'll tear your ass up, stitch it back together, tear it up again.
So, there are two Joneses who rode LeBron's coattails a long way. One is Damon, my friend Damon.
Oh, yeah.
He's got him a job.
Yeah, right now.
Sit behind the bench. He's the shooting coach.
You see, Skip actually is getting to the point. He knows that there's guys who rode LeBron's coattails. Damon Jones is a guy who saw early where LeBron was going. And he said, let me kiss his ass now. Make sure I can get a job, be a ball boy or some shit, work in the stadium as an usher, anything. Because a lot of these guys know that once it's over, they get a little 6-7 year run in the league and it's a wrap for them. Because they're too one-dimensional to stick in the league for very long. James Jones really only been in the league as long as he was because of LeBron.
Coach for LeBron. How's that working out, Damon?
Stop, Skip.
And James Jones rode LeBron's coattails to 3 rings and probably 3 years worth of checks. He probably didn't deserve.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Skip. Let him know.
Probably should have been gone by.
He's a good guy, though.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. So
don't be talking about James like that. A lot of things James did you don't know about. Yeah, he rolled the end of the bench. The end of the bench, he made sure there was no splinters on it. In case LeBron sat there. You can't have LeBron sitting on no damn bench getting splinters in his ass. So I told James, look, sit there on the end of that bench, ride the pine, and make sure when you stand up, all them splinters are stuck in your ass and not my man's ass. He come over on the weekend, dust the apartment for us, vacuum the bearskin rug, go in the kitchen, cut up carrots, cook for us, clean for us, wash the car. shit that a bench warmer should do. We talking about my man or his friends. James Jones, part of family.
Yeah, so is Damon. I like Damon a lot. But the point is, they love them to a fault, LeBron, and they're going to protect him and defend him to a fault. So I get it that he would say it, even though there was all this speculation that Kyrie, the people with the most ammunition, the Phoenix Suns, to trade for Kyrie, and you might have just burned a little bit of a bridge there, James, right? Now that you're in the front office of the Suns, right?
That's a great point. But I think that maybe James Jones made this statement because he knows that deal is not going to happen, that it can't happen. Maybe he has some information where he knows that Kyrie has said, I don't want to go to the Phoenix Suns, either because the situation is not right for me or because James Jones is there. Now, we know that Kyrie doesn't really have control over where he gets sent to, but I've stated this already. Kyrie's he's a real eccentric dude. Like, it wouldn't shock me to see him retire if he doesn't get what he wants. That wouldn't shock me at all.
That's right.
Maybe that's what he's trying to do.
I don't know. Maybe. But things were amiss in Cleveland. I kept telling you down the stretch, the last 46 games of the regular season, they were a 500 team, 23-23. Something ain't right. I kept telling you, there's something amiss inside. There's something wrong with the locker room chemistry, and it was clearly between Kyrie and LeBron, and it was already building to this point. I don't know what it was. I would like to hear Kyrie's side of this story, and maybe we will. Maybe.
I hope so, because I believe that Kyrie will have a lot of revelatory things to say in regards to why he decided to leave. Eventually when he speaks his version of the truth.
Maybe he will be moved to post something about this. I don't know. Maybe, because he's posted some other things. They've been going back and forth. But it was ugly. And I told you I got a source really close to Kyrie who said...
Look at how Joy is looking at Skip. Joy be looking at Skip like if Skip's pants was unzipped. She'd be like, I got that for you.
That bridge got burned a long time ago. He just wanted out. But he sucked it up and tried to get through the finals, and now he wants out, and he is going out of his way to make sure the bridge is burned to the ground with LeBron.
Stacks, please, speak some sense before I get up and smack the shit out of this man. I need this job, but he's pushing me. He's really pushing me right now. So Stacks, say something, please. Stop me from jumping over this desk and doing a spree while on his ass.
I wouldn't. I think he's moving too fast with that. I think at the end of the day, it's some kind of situation where they can sit down and talk about this.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, they make each other better. He goes to another place, he won't be in the finals again, probably. He won't be as dominant.
But you couldn't convince him of that.
He
wants the opportunity to show you.
I love that about Kyrie. I love.
And then remember that he's getting a lot of advice from Kobe Bryant. Right? What did they say when Shaq left? They also said the same thing, that Kobe would not be able to win a title without Shaq. And of course, it looked like it was not going to end well for Kobe until David Stern helped the Lakers and they were able to execute that heist known as the Pau Gasol trade. Right? And of course, bringing back Phil Jackson. But please be under advisement that Kyrie views Kobe as his guru, as his Svengali. So, yes, he's a bit delusional, but that's par for the course for an alpha male and a high-level athlete.
I love the fact that he wants to be on his own team and be that guy. But think about this, though. You just said it. In the finals, when it's the nut cutting time and we need a shot, we need a bucket, LeBron is giving the ball to Kyrie.
Yeah. Because he knows better. That's not LeBron's forte.
Yeah. What other situation could you want when the best player in the world is deferring to you at the end of the games, even in the playoffs? Right. You couldn't want a bigger situation or a bigger role.
He got tired of the drama. And you can argue...
A lot of drama there.
I know. And it's LeBron-initiated drama. We've been seeing it day after day.
There's about to be some drama on this set if you keep mentioning my man like that. Don't think you're too old to get your ass whooped.
Day on Twitter. It's one drama queen thing after another to a fault. But they're not hate. Yeah. LeBron just needs the attention. He needs to be the focal point.
I agree with Skip that LeBron is an attention whore. That is one of his shortcomings. That's one of his flaws. I think it's probably because he grew up an only child. I also think that it's due to the fact that no, that's the treatment that he's accustomed to throughout his life. He's been fed it over since he was about 12 or 13 years old. So he's not used to, he's not used to not being the center of attention. So whenever he sees that he's not, he's going to do whatever he can to recalibrate the situation so that everybody is looking at him and talking to him. And beyond that, I think that, a lot of the attention mongering is a product of the society that we live in today, with a lot of young males being raised by women. As I've stated ad infinitum, the woman in general is an attention monger. Attention is one of the worst drugs in the world. Attention mongering is one of the worst drug addictions in the world. And, I see it in all walks of life. So, what Skip says is very, very valid.
Point. He needs to drop little cryptic tweets out there so everybody will run to their computers and say, "What's he mean? What's he mean?"
Go ahead, baby. I love it when you drop them tweets. You drop them tweets. It's like, when they drop a mixtape, everybody got to get it. Everybody got to hear it. Did you hear what Braun said? That's what I see. I sit down on the toilet in the morning. I got my little shower cap on. I look at my baby on Twitter, Snapchat. I say, go ahead, baby. Drop them subliminals. Drop them dimes. I love it.
What's he mean? I like that.
They trying to ride our wave.
Yeah.
They trying to ride our wave, baby. Hell no. They don't know. This is a tsunami. We're going to wipe out. Everybody try to ride our wave, going to wipe out. I love it.
Yeah.
They trying to ride this man's
Got
wave.
too much hair going on for that to be a good
Yeah,
That's a good point.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I got hair. LeBron, he's follically challenged. But I mean, shit, we don't know what you got up underneath that damn octopus on your goddamn head. They're talking all that shit about somebody's hair. Whose hair is that? It's not yours. Some woman from India. You over there robbing somebody from India. I walked down the street today. There was an Indian woman walked right past me, bald as hell. I said, oh, shit, that's the bitch that Joy get her hair from. So stop talking about my baby. Shit. Your lying ass. Yes, LeBron is, follically challenged. I told him embrace it. Just shave it. I'll rub it for you. I'll read the future. I mean, shit.
I need to cut this, man.
It goes fast, man.
Braun cut his hair because he wanted to be more aerodynamic.
That's right. He wanted to soar through the air with that bald head that he got. Beautiful. It looked just like a milk dud. I told him, baby, don't you worry about people talking about your hair like that, or lack thereof. That's okay. Every great man has his shortcomings, It happens. Live with it.
But you know what's going to happen. He going to be LeBron again. He going to be all NBA.
Solo.
People go.
Solo.
Don't matter.
Don't matter.
If he goes solo, he got to average 30 points and 9 rebounds and 9 assists. Mm-hmm.
Right. He done it before. He do it again. It's like my baby can't win. Everywhere he go, it's the people hating. Oh, now he by himself. What he going to do? He going to do what he always been doing, dominating. If they're not talking about his game, they're talking about his hair. LeBron is, he's balding. Yes. I said, baby, don't worry about it. Your hair matches your number. You number 23. You only got 23 strands of hair in your head. That's fine. That's how it works. It's a divine number. I love it. So should you.
Because he can get it. He
15 years in this league.
And still got it going on.
50,000 plus minutes.
Still going strong.
That's a lot of minutes, man.
It ain't
a lot
no
of
ways
wear,
tired.
a lot of tear.
You ever heard the song sung in church? Come a long ways, Lord, and I ain't no ways tired.
Yeah, they lose
How do you
Kyrie,
know
though.
that
They
song?
might as well not even come to the West Side.
No, we ain't going. We gonna get out the East, though. We'll get out the East.
Get out the East, but ain't nothing. They ain't gonna be nobody.
No.
Thought you weren't playing for moral victories.
Huh? No, we not.
Yeah, I said, huh? No, I might have heard you. Maybe I didn't. I just don't like your line of questioning, Joy, Miss Petty. Over there talking all that shit. You better leave me alone. If I grab that damn hair of yours and jump rope with it.
Nah, but I'm saying you never know what's gonna happen. We might make something. Hey, we might make a trade. I tell you what, give us Russell Westbrook. We'll give y'all Kyrie, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma will never do that.
Okay. Give us
LeBron would love playing with that guy.
Give us Paul George,
Right?
Give us Paul George. Then we give y'all Kyrie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give y'all Paul George.
That would have been.
There's not gonna be enough basketballs for Kyrie and Russell Westbrook. Not at all. So they would never do that trade. Cleveland's just asked out right now. But it's almost like a Faustian bargain they made in 2016. Somehow they came back from down 3-1. 1,000,001 things had to happen to Golden State for them to do it. And now they're suffering for it. It is what it is. That's the trade-off.
That would have been awesome.
They get Golden State. If they'd have had Paul George, Kyrie, and Bron, they get Golden State.
If you're here in Los Angeles and you want to check out the Big Three on Sunday, go to big3.com for ticket info and catch Steven and the rest of the Big Three Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern right here on FS1. So
that's pretty much it on that. Overall, what do I think of the Kyrie Irving situation? I think that Kyrie, he's pretty much, as Skip would say, he's burnt all his bridges. He doesn't want to come back, and it would not shock me at all to see him do something extreme if he's forced to come back. He does not seem to me to be the type of guy to make empty threats or empty statements. He's not particularly an emotional dude. And I believe that he means what he says. So they are going to have to get him out of there some way, shape, or form. But anyway, peace.